thanks to Robert Priest and Helen Humphreys and others who, when my poems were just stuck in my sock drawer, coached me, pushed me, showed me how to get here. I still can't quite believe it. And I thank my writers groups and dear friends and family for support, my son for teaching me a lot, and Ted for love, because what else is going to keep you going? My late sister Kathy said, "You will publish a book of poems. I know it." So I promised that if ever I did, I would dedicate it to her, and I do. Thank you all for being here on this less than beautiful evening. And bear hugs to the loved ones who came from Fredericton, Michigan, Sarnia, Peterborough, Palgrave. Okay, do you remember being 6 years old, that vulnerable? Why I can't sleep. Number 1, hell. The priest's bald head shines through the grill, waiting, so I say, hate someone, fast as I can. My stomach feels sick when he leans over and says, children don't hate, say 10 Hail Marys. I know what that means. My worst sin is not forgiven. I even hate boys I don't know, that threw Josephine in the tarred road, and when I yanked her out, one of her eyes fell off. I hate compound numbers, which I rubbed a hole in trying answers, and sister slammed it on my desk. If I die at night by lightning through the bedroom window, I could get pitched into eternal fire. You can't know till you wake up dead and see what happens. I don't have time to read you the other 6 reasons tonight. So now the girl, a little older, imagines a future. In a flash, slip of place or date, and I could be a fishmonger's daughter, whose parents, burdened with 7 kids, beg me to quit school and hawk what they reap. Scallops slide through my fingers, pink-fleshed salmon splayed, a shimmer of red snapper, creatures born of sea that licked their scales as they leapt. Soon, very soon, I will dart through the sun-streaked ocean to surge with the dolphins, escaping powerful nets of family, flashing my gold-tipped fins. This poem is about girls and women and clotheslines, lives on the line. Steering soapy clothes through the ringers of our ancient washing machine, my hands dodge its hungry jaws. Mum sick as laundry shrinks whole weeks into unloading diapers. My dreams are featherless things, wobbly winged, until they sprout, flutter, and leap to flight. Surprised when they land in a Singapore slum, where a girl stretched from a high window threads over bamboo poles, men's pants and shirts, pointy cut bras that stand up to withering heat. Garbage flows from Manila down the Pasig River, past tar paper shacks where a young woman scrubs her child in an empty oil drum. Pegged to thin wire overhead, 3 crisply pressed dresses. But a girl when no one is watching, a woman who dares, stretches, twists, yanks to unpeg herself, one arm, one leg at a time. the unversed heart. House flooded with silence, a woman's heart heaves, flutters upstairs to the bedroom door, where it hovers, red sac pumping above a door closed for hours. Speechless, her heart thrums a message he can't hear through the thickening fog of grief, seeping below his door, its acrid smell. Leaving heart on guard, she rushes downstairs to do what she must. Put on the kettle. On a teak tray, she carries Earl Grey, the last piece of carrot cake, lays it at the foot of his door and wraps her knuckles raw until finally the door opens just a crack. As her 15-year-old son edges toward the tray, she seizes the opening to hug, while the heart from its distance glimpses the other side. A boy's tender heart, broken by an elusive girl with soft blonde hair. She didn't know it happened to boys. He forgives me for telling that one. This is a poem about Kathy and me. Sister memories written not long after she died. Simultaneous windows. Wine-fogged waves of blue chicory, breasts sunning in leaf shadow, we perched our feet on a cloud and patched our stories together. The tender lives and toilet bowl burials of goldfish. What we saw through the cardboard window of our stove box house. Her father and mine, the same. Not the same. Quirky truths found in novels. And speaking of quirky, God's equivocations. Why did all the windows and doors open in and never out? Can a whole family fall here from the past? Who else ate cow's tongue? Inexorable advance of a deadline, masked by her taut smile. Sound of that smile stretched over long distance lines. Red ants of anger we swallowed. She reached a crossroad, then set off alone and barefoot. No horizon in every direction. This is a poem for sisters and brothers we'll never meet. Another lost sister via satellite. A woman lies half naked in the searing dust of Sierra Leone, facing away. Brown back glistening with Ebola. Gentle slope of her hips in batik sarong, right arm stretched under the burden of her head. Her fingers flutter, a sign that she might be breathing still. Hear the wide-eyed child who hovers, shuffles, kicks crushed pop cans. Language of her body facing away. All the galaxies inside her falling apart. Loose in the dust, borderless. There is no equation for the weight of brown, the scope of pain. No equation for the hours you etc. around the house, seeing yourself apart.